Last week of sales meetings up here in Santa Monica, it's probably been 4 to 6 months that I've been taking sales meetings up here, and we made some promotions, and we got Bella, our studio manager in the South Bay, moved up into a regional manager position because she was crushing it, and then we figured out the schedule to get her up in Santa Monica to have a dual location system where she's making some sales. I'm going to miss taking some of these meetings, but from a scalability standpoint and kind of what I've been doing as a business owner and like the next phase that I'm in, is finding the right people, moving them up, building enough systems and organizations to make them prepared, but also finding someone that can operate in a level of autonomy and get things done without having to be told exactly what to do. And there's a certain quality standard that I look for, and when I can find somebody that can deliver on that, it makes it a lot easier to step back and let them do their thing. Sometimes I'm a bit more controlling, where the better thing to do is let people do their thing. However, I just expect a certain level of quality of getting things done. And when it's not done to that standard, we always have to go back and fix things, because when they're not built right the first time, you got to go back and do other things. Now, when we start giving you projects and you start crushing it and you start doing it to a certain quality standard, then it becomes a lot easier to throw you a bit more of a nebulous project and be able to see that through, because I know that you've already got the quality standards and you've done things the right way, or the way that I expect them to be done. Not that you have to do it my way, it's just that we've got to be able to, I don't want to come back and do things, and I want to be able to think about all the multiple downstream impacts that one seemingly small decision can have, because we have a much more complex system. Like, you might think it's good to have a custom response to every single text message that comes in because it adds to the personal feel of the location, for example. But if you have 10 different front desk people, you're going to have 10 different responses. You're going to have people that have no idea how to write. Whereas if you make, say, a canned message or have a system for a response, if this happens, then do this, you can now scale this across a lot more people that aren't always you. And that would be an example of like, okay, hey, this might work for you, but does that work for everybody else? And then you usually see people, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. When you're scaling a business and finding people to be able to kind of like elevate to that next level, to be able to think in terms of the hierarchy and the whole system of things that need to go into, I can do this, but can everybody else do it this way? And then building accordingly that way is a really awesome thing. I'm redesigning a lot of our operations for how we work on the admin and the operations side. I'm going to bring in some virtual assistants. I'm going to have to build out some new systems, but all the communications, text message, email, and some of the back and forth scheduling that happens over electronic communications, I'm gonna build out a virtual assistant system. And I'm excited for a couple reasons. One, from a scalability standpoint and a turnover standpoint. If staff leaves, I'll be fine. And then also from a payroll standpoint. Reality of a business is you gotta be profitable. And for so long, you can think scale, grow. But eventually, I believe you should have profitability built in to your business while you're growing. And there's little changes and things that we can do from how we've been doing to how we could be going forward. And when you look at the cost benefit on a spreadsheet of like what it would be to build out a virtual assistant system, because I might need one VA to run all 3 gyms rather than 4 front desk people per gym, right? And payroll's less expensive on a VA, plus you just have only 1 versus 12, and the math starts to get pretty exciting.